Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly tarot messages. As always, keep in mind that this is only general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So, Virgo, besides providing some sort of guidance and insight upon what might be manifested during this time frame, I'll also be giving some sort of heads up into the major theme energy that might be unfolding in your own journey, Virgo, for the next month. And I do feel like there's a real focus here on some of you acknowledging something. I feel like for some of you, there's this acknowledgement that you can't delay something or you can't postpone something else much longer. And I feel like for some of you, you're panicking with this, or you're afraid of what this could turn out to be. And I feel like some of you are quite worried about many things in your life, but deep down they all come back to the sense of you feeling maybe helpless or powerless amongst what you are perceiving, so many challenges you are kind of facing. And I feel like some of you, you're letting worry and anxiety get the best out of you, and you might recognize this though. It's not like you're completely falling as a victim, right, in the hands of your own mind without acknowledging it. You are. This is the Nine of Swords as a major theme for the week and as you go into November. So it could be that there's something just taking too much of your mental energy, and something that might have a negative source because it's based on fear or on worry or in speculation even. Because I do feel like for some of you Virgos also there's the speculation, like maybe you're suffering for something that is just a possibility, or for anticipation of something, like you don't know how it's going to turn out to be, but somehow you expecting the worst, or you are picturing some of the worst possibilities that a situation could take. For some of you Virgos, again, I feel like this has to deal with a lot of things in your life. It's not just a specific one, but for others it's about the manifestation of something that touches your heart, because you do have the Lovers and the Nine of Cups as well here. And I feel like for some of you this could be that you are worried with a relationship, with the state of your current relationships, or just feeling like you can't manifest or you can't bring to you what you need to feel emotionally fulfilled, content, happy, because this is the Nine of Cups as an advice. So it is an interesting combination here. Nine of Swords with a Nine of Cups, very different, opposite, contrast forces, because one, it's about everything dark, everything scary, everything's wrong, everything is, this is the nightmare card, the night terrors that haunts us. It's the card that does not allow us to rest and sleep appropriately. And then you have the Nine of Cups, which is all about blessings and happiness and feeling like we have everything we need in life, and seeing the light upon everything we hold, and seeing the value of life itself and of everything that surrounds us. And that's why we keep manifesting more and more and more and more of what's good, because we are aware of the simple blessing that it is to just be alive and wake up every morning still with plenty of possibilities ahead of us. And so I feel like you're dealing with complex energies, right? Between, in one side, things demanding from you an attitude that shows more gratitude for the gift of life, and even for the gift of you, right? The things you hold, the things you are, the things you could turn out to be, the things you are being given, even if it's not, Virgo, all that you want. You are being given what you need. in a slow, gradual form, I feel, yes, but I feel like spirit does not abandon you, even though you feel sometimes that they do. I feel like you are supported, and being that the advice, the Nine of Cups, and the challenge, the Lovers. But what choices are you making for your happiness? What choices are you making, right, to provide to you the manifestation of your dreams? Because you do want to manifest something beautiful. You do want to manifest something that is a match to a vision of love you have, an ideal you have, a dream you have. And you can get it, you can accomplish it, but you need to make a choice. And that's why Lovers here is a challenge. You're not making choices, or a choice that could alter everything, that could change everything, the scenario that you're currently in, that tells you that something is not going to happen, or it's wrong, or it's just impossible. I also feel like some of you are fighting with the impossible versus possible energy. Like one part of you is torn. I'm sorry, you're torn, and one part of you believes that something is possible and something does not. And until you fix this conflict between mind and heart, which is a Lovers, a duality here, it could be complicated for you to find, to find that you can rest and you can breathe and you can flow with situations in a more appropriate form, where it doesn't take so much life force out of you. Because some of you, this is taking life force out of you. Some of you, this is about a situation that it's really soaking your energy. And so the advice here for you this week, and as you go into the month of November, is for you to really tune in with your heart's desires, because the mind is just going to tell you the worst possible things. Be aware to not become a puppet of the mind during this period of time. Yes, there can be real situations that can cause this worry and can cause this panicking attitude, but panicking won't solve it. So if something wrong is happening, if something difficult, challenging is indeed happening, your challenge is to focus on the solution, not in the problem itself. Because in the problem, you're just going to, and that's where Virgos are great at doing this. Like, you have a problem and you're able to break down the problem and create thousands of other problems just by doing this. Sometimes we need to just see it from a further detached perspective, right? And understand the bigger picture. So it's easier to get into a solution, or it's easier to not get so wrapped up around all the flaws and all the issues. And I feel like some of you are indeed needing to work in this trait or tendency to make out of one problem thousands others, creating thousands of others. For others of you, there's a challenge with love, with relationships, when it comes to feeling that that sense of affinity. I feel like some of you are looking for reuniting either with someone or with an idea that just brings that conflict, that indecision to the table. And I feel like there's a need for, it's like some of you want to find that sense of affinity within a relationship, and maybe for some reason it's hard during this period of time, either because you and this person you're dealing with, you are very different, complementary but different, and there's a sense of, yes, it's like a match between an encounter between two different realities. And I feel like somehow for Virgos that are dealing with people that are just very different from you, or have a very different approach about things than you, and that it's becoming challenging. I feel like those relationships of oppositions are a reflection of this thing here of you, Virgo, that has the best and the worst inside, working in separate forms and pushing you, becoming divided within two realities. And we can't find happiness, in my opinion, and a better state of being until we're so divided, right? When the heart wants something and the head wants something, you can't be really in a state of happiness and of joy, because how can someone be happy with a heart divided in two, right? So some of you are working through these themes, and it might still be something going with you as you go into November. But aside of that, I feel like there's a possibility for you to actually end up again acknowledging or realizing that something is much better than what it looks in the beginning. So I hope you have a great week. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully, we'll see each other soon.